What kind of insane rides you could buy if money was absolutely no object. We're going to talk about the most expensive and outrageous car collections owned by billionaires. Trust me, these aren't your average luxury cars. We're talking about machines that make regular supercars look like toy cars. From vehicles that can transform into submarines to cars wrapped in actual fur, these billionaires are taking automotive luxury to a whole new level that most of us can't even imagine. Have you ever dreamed of owning a car that's faster than a private jet? Well, that's just an average Tuesday for these ultra-wealthy car enthusiasts. But here's the thing that'll really blow your mind. Some of these billionaires don't just buy these incredible machines to drive them. Sometimes they destroy them for entertainment, launch them off cliffs, or cover them in precious metals just because they can. Ready to discover the most expensive and outrageous cars owned by the world's richest people? First, let's talk about Kim Kardashian, whose car collection is as dramatic as her TV shows. Sure, she's got the billionaire basics, a sleek Tesla Cybertruck that looks like it drove straight out of a sci-fi movie, a Ferrari 458 Italia that purrs like a dream, and not one, not two, but 3 different Lamborghinis. We're talking about the razor-sharp Huracan, the aggressive Aventador, and the luxurious Urus SUV. But here's where things get really interesting. Remember that Urus? Kim decided that regular paint jobs are too boring, so she went ahead and wrapped the entire car in fur. Yes, you read that right. A furry Lamborghini. Can you imagine washing that thing? It's like having a giant pet car that you need to groom. Speaking of tech billionaires with unusual taste in cars, let's talk about Elon Musk. When this Tesla CEO made his first serious money, he didn't just buy any old supercar, he went straight for a McLaren F1, dropping a cool $1 million like it was pocket change. But that's not even close to his most interesting vehicle. Would you believe that Musk owns a car that can actually transform into a submarine? This isn't some crazy concept car. It's the actual working submarine car from a James Bond movie. Here's the wild part. Some lucky couple found it abandoned in a storage unit, probably not realizing they'd stumbled upon a $1 million treasure. When Musk heard about it, he couldn't resist adding it to his collection. When it comes to Tiger Woods, his battles haven't just been on the golf course, he's had some heart-stopping moments behind the wheel too. Picture a crisp morning when Woods was cruising in his $200,000 GMC luxury SUV. Everything seemed normal until he accidentally pressed the gas pedal instead of the brake, sending the vehicle launching off a cliff at a terrifying 100 miles per hour. The scene looked like something straight out of a video game, but this was frighteningly real. Rescue workers had to pry Tiger from the mangled wreckage, and it's nothing short of miraculous that he survived. But here's the really wild part. This wasn't even Tiger's first dance with automotive disaster. Years earlier, fresh from the dealership in his gleaming new $1.5 million Porsche Carrera GT, Woods somehow lost control and spun out. Now, this isn't your average sports car. We're talking about a beast that can rocket from 0 to 130 miles per hour in just 10 seconds. When you're handling that kind of power, even the tiniest slip-up can have devastating consequences. The Porsche ended up on the grass outside his house, and once again, Tiger somehow walked away unscathed. Talk about having 9 lives. Woods seems to be as lucky on the roads as he is skilled on the greens. When Donald Trump took office, his presidential ride redefined luxury and security. Known as the Beast, this $1.5 million limousine wasn't just transportation, it was a rolling fortress straight out of a spy movie. Imagine door handles that could deliver electric shocks to any unauthorized hands, and an arsenal of hidden weapons that would make a military commander envious. The interior screamed luxury, decked out in gleaming gold accents and buttery leather that would make a Rolls-Royce owner jealous. But here's the real kicker. This presidential ride came with its own private jet, ready to transport the car wherever the president needed to go. And who paid for this incredible machine? The American taxpayers footed the $1.5 million bill for what might be the most sophisticated vehicle ever built. With its James Bond-worthy defense systems and presidential-level luxury, this wasn't just a car. It was a symbol of presidential power and protection, rolling down the streets of Washington on 4 heavily armored wheels. Want to know how NBA royalty rolls? When people talk about LeBron James being the greatest of all time, they're usually thinking about his dominance on the basketball court. But King James rules another domain too, the world of luxury cars. His garage reads like a supercar enthusiast's wildest dream, anchored by an impressive Ferrari collection that would make any gearhead's heart race. We're talking about the sleek 458 Italia Spider and the fierce 599 GTO Fiorano, two of Maranello's finest creations. But LeBron's true car genius shows in how he connects his passions. Take his $670,000 Lamborghini Aventador Roadster. It's not just another supercar in his collection. The king had it custom painted to perfectly match his Nike X King's Pride shoes, creating a unique artistic connection between his footwear and horsepower. That's the kind of attention to detail that separates champions from legends. Just when you think his collection couldn't get more impressive, there's his $1.4 million Porsche 918 Spider. And after leading the Lakers to the championship in 2020, LeBron celebrated in true royal style by adding a $1.8 million Mercedes G650 Landaulet to his fleet. Because when you're the king of the court, your victory lap needs to be just as legendary as your game. Here's a story that sounds like it's straight out of a movie. Someone tried to frame Snapchat founder Evan Spiegel by driving like a maniac in a Lamborghini Huracan with Snap CEO on the license plate. People were ready to cancel Spiegel until it turned out the car wasn't even his. Meanwhile, Mark Zuckerberg tries to maintain his everyman image by driving around in a Honda Fit. But we know his little secret, a $2 million Pagani Huayra that can hit 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. Guess even lizard people need some speed in their lives. While George Lucas is famous for creating futuristic spaceships in Star Wars, his personal taste in vehicles leans decidedly retro. Among his collection of classic cars, one stands out as his crown jewel, the legendary Tucker 48. Built in 1948, it's one of just 51 ever manufactured, making it rarer than a working lightsaber. What makes this car truly special is its innovative design feature, a unique middle headlight that earned it the nickname Cyclops Eye. Today, these automotive treasures command prices over $2 million each, but for the filmmaker who imagined the Millennium Falcon, that's merely a drop in the galactic bucket. It's fascinating how the man who dreamed up the future has such a deep appreciation for automotive history. Talk about the ultimate push present. When Kylie Jenner gave birth to Stormi, Travis Scott didn't just send flowers, he gifted her a $1.4 million LaFerrari, one of the most exclusive hypercars ever made. But in Kylie's world of automotive extravagance, even this masterpiece of Italian engineering isn't the most valuable vehicle in her garage. That title belongs to her $3 million Bugatti Chiron, a technological marvel that represents the pinnacle of automotive excellence. Her collection reflects her makeup empire's vibrant aesthetic, starting with what she considers an entry-level purchase, a $300,000 Rolls-Royce in a striking pink finish. Because in Kylie's world, why settle for standard colors? The automotive rainbow continues with a $440,000 orange Lamborghini Urus, proving that when you're a billionaire beauty mogul, your car collection should be as bold and colorful as your cosmetics line. Each vehicle serves as a rolling testament to her success, painted in hues as vivid as her entrepreneurial journey. Just as Michael Jordan revolutionized basketball with his gravity-defying moves, his car collection soars to equally impressive heights. The connection between his athletic and automotive worlds runs so deep that Nike actually designed the iconic Air Jordan 6 sneakers as a tribute to his beloved Porsche 930 Turbo Cabrio. Look closely at the shoe's heel tab, and you'll see it mimics the Porsche's distinctive whale tail spoiler, a perfect blend of sports and automotive design. But Jordan's garage goes far beyond just inspiration for sneakers. His Ferrari collection alone is a triple threat, featuring 3 different prancing horses from Maranello. The crown jewel might be his Bugatti Veyron Sang Noir, one of only 12 ever created. The name translates to black blood in French, fitting for a competitor as fierce as Jordan. This $2.2 million masterpiece perfectly matches the intensity he brought to the basketball court. Yet even the Bugatti takes a backseat to Jordan's ultimate ride, the $3.5 million Hennessy Venom F5 Revolution Roadster. This American-made hypercar isn't just fast. It's a technological marvel that can exceed 300 miles per hour. With its aircraft-certified engine and cockpit-style controls, it's essentially a street-legal fighter jet. For a man who became famous for flying through the air, it seems only fitting that his favorite car is one that almost takes flight itself. What about music royalty? When it comes to music superstars and their cars, every choice tells a story. Taylor Swift's automotive journey mirrors her rise in the music industry. After Fearless turned her into a superstar, she celebrated with her first major car purchase, a sleek $123,000 Audi R8. As her success continued to soar, Swift upgraded to a more powerful ride, choosing a $250,000 Porsche 911 Turbo, a car that perfectly balances luxury with performance. But if Swift's collection is impressive, Rihanna's takes it to another stratosphere with her $3.5 million Mercedes SLR McLaren Sterling Moss. This isn't just any supercar, it's automotive artwork, with only a handful ever manufactured. With its ability to reach speeds of 250 miles per hour, it's the perfect vehicle for a superstar who needs to make quick getaways from persistent paparazzi. Then there's Kanye West, whose relationship with luxury cars is as dramatic as his public life. In perhaps the most expensive music video prop ever, Ye and Jay-Z literally dismantled a $350,000 Mercedes Maybach for their Otis video. A bold statement about wealth and excess in hip-hop culture. But that wasn't the end of West's automotive drama. His $500,000 Lamborghini Aventador met an inglorious end when his assistant accidentally crashed it into his gate. Yet for Kanye, these were hardly financial setbacks. He still cruises around in a $3.5 million Sterling Moss, proving that in his world, cars are as much about artistic expression as they are about transportation. After all, when you're a musical genius worth billions, even destroying luxury cars becomes just another form of performance art. Talk about a car with a story to tell. Oprah's $4 million Mercedes-Benz 300 SL represents one of the most remarkable transformations in automotive history. This isn't just a luxury car with dramatic gull-wing doors. It's a testament to post-World War II innovation. When the war ended, Mercedes-Benz faced a critical pivot. Transform their expertise from building military tanks into creating civilian vehicles. Their solution? Channel that engineering prowess into racing excellence. The result was the legendary W194-300 SL race car, which directly inspired Oprah's prized vehicle. This transformation from weapons of war to symbols of luxury and speed showcases how an industry can evolve, from battlefield to racetrack, creating something beautiful from the ashes of conflict. In Oprah's garage, this Mercedes stands as more than just a multi-million-dollar car. It's a chrome and steel symbol of redemption and reinvention. When we explore Jeff Bezos's automotive portfolio, the term car collection feels almost inadequate. The Amazon founder's garage houses vehicles that redefine luxury and engineering excellence. His entry-level fleet includes the Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio, a $3 million masterpiece so exclusive that only 6 exist worldwide. Then there's his $3.4 million W Motors Lycan Hypersport, which gained global fame in Fast and Furious, and an Oreo-colored Bugatti Chiron worth $3.5 million. But these are just the opening acts. The true stars of Bezos's collection are even more extraordinary. His $4.8 million Koenigsegg CC-XR Trevita features something unprecedented: carbon fiber woven with actual diamonds. Crowning this automotive empire is a $10 million Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, representing the pinnacle of automotive engineering and exclusivity. For the world's richest man, this isn't just a collection, it's a proof to the heights of automotive possibility. In stark contrast, WWE's Vince McMahon takes a dramatically different approach to luxury vehicles. While most collectors preserve their precious cars, McMahon has turned destruction into entertainment. Picture a $100,000 limousine being demolished for dramatic effect, or a classic 1968 Corvette Stingray worth $300,000 meeting its end for television spectacle. While car enthusiasts might cringe at such destruction, for McMahon, it's simply another tool in his entertainment arsenal, proving that sometimes the most memorable moments come from destroying valuable things rather than preserving them. Want to see what real opulence looks like? Check out the Saudi royal family's collection, where everything that can be gold is gold. We're talking gold Range Rovers, gold G-Wagons, and even a gold Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Their crown jewel? A gold Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport worth an eye-watering $12.5 million. When you've got oil money, why settle for regular paint? While some billionaires go for flash, others prioritize safety. Asia's richest man keeps it practical with a $1.5 million armored Mercedes S660 Guard, similar to Mark Cuban's ride. These aren't just luxury cars, they're basically tanks disguised as limousines, capable of withstanding everything from bullets to explosives. Because when you're worth billions, you can never be too careful. Let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo's serious Bugatti addiction. Beyond his entry-level Veyron, $2.5 million, and Chiron, $3.9 million, he owns a $13 million Cento DHE that can hit 60 miles per hour in 2.4 seconds. But the crown jewel of his collection might be the $19 million Bugatti La Voiture Noire, a modern tribute to a legendary lost 1930s Bugatti. Only one exists in the world, making it the ultimate flex for one of soccer's greatest players. Speaking of soccer legends and rare cars, here's a story of rivalry taken to the extreme. When a rare 1957 Ferrari Spider Scaglietti went up for auction, both Ronaldo and Messi wanted it. The bidding war was intense, with both superstars trying to outdo each other. In the end, Messi won with a jaw-dropping bid of $36 million. The car's so special that experts compare it to Picasso paintings. Talk about bragging rights. But when it comes to the ultimate car collection, Jay-Z and Beyoncé might take the crown. Their garage includes everything from classic beauties like a $220,000 Alfa Romeo Spider to modern monsters like a $2 million Bugatti Grand Sport, a birthday gift from Beyoncé to Jay-Z. But their most impressive possession? They're rumored to own the world's most expensive car, a $30 million Rolls-Royce boat tail. This isn't just a car. It's a luxury experience on wheels, complete with a built-in champagne cooler, designer picnic set, and matching furniture. Because when you're music royalty, your car should be a palace on wheels. Finally, let's talk about old money. The Rothschild family. Their historic collection includes the 1931 Hispano-Suiza J12, which cost $10,000 back then, equivalent to about $200,000 today, but is now worth between $2 to $10 million. But their most infamous car? A Bugatti Type 57 S Atlantic that nearly killed Victor Rothschild when its engine mysteriously exploded. That same car later sold for $30 million in 2010, proving that sometimes danger adds value. From furry Lamborghinis to submarine cars, these billionaires prove that when money's no object, the only limit is imagination. Their collections aren't just about transportation. They're about pushing boundaries, making statements, and sometimes just showing off because they can. What would you buy if you had their kind of money? Would you go for a gold-plated hypercar, a bulletproof luxury tank, or maybe something even more outrageous? In this world of extreme wealth, anything's possible, as long as you've got the bank account to match.